What's up, guys? Arjun Dingray here with All Western Mortgage. Thanks for checking out this latest vlog post that we're putting together. I'm here with my good buddy Austin Schneider of Brandtegic, and I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit today on the concept of a personal brand and how you can actually create one. Everyone in real estate now is hearing so much about this topic. People are blogging about it. You're hearing it posted by marketing experts that you've got to have one. You need to create a personal brand. I myself talk a lot about this, and I'm a big advocate for everyone really forging one and putting one together out there in the market. And the most logical, or I guess the natural response to that is, well, first of all, what is it? How do I execute one in an authentic way and even put it together? Like, where do I begin with trying to figure out what my personal brand is? So months back, I went through this exercise with Brandtegic about putting together my own personal brand, and Austin walked me through that. So I wanted to have him share with you guys on how to actually do the same.
Yeah, so one big problem that we see a lot with brands is that they just don't know what sort of content to post. They don't know what their brand is. So what we typically do is we come up with we do a branding exercise with the clients to come up with what their true authentic self is. Really, the definition of a brand is how I say it, how Jeff Bezos says it. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. You have a personal brand whether you know it or not as a real estate agent. It's just up to you to control it, right? So with Arjun, what we did in kind of the exercise workflow is we came up with 10 things about himself. So I said, Arjun, write 10 facts about yourself, whether that's, you love marketing, you love fitness, you love your family, you love kids, you love San Francisco. And then from that 10, we selected the 5 most important that are most authentic to you. And with that 5, that's his personal brand, and that's his content strategy, and that's how he can control his brand. So what were some of yours? Let's kind of just go to the whiteboard and hash it out, and then we can
we had the 10, and then the 5 we narrowed it down, which those of you that follow me now are probably starting to see a consistent thread of this. You might have been wondering, what is he doing with all his stuff that he posts? This exercise here should shed some light on that and make it a little bit more clear as to what I've been doing these last several months with my strategy. But first one was family. That was important to me, that I wanted to narrow it down to. Second was mortgage. Obviously, that's my space. Next one was martial arts and coaching. Another one, which was really important to me on a personal level, was giving back. And those were 4.
And then we have one more, which was personal development, I think.
It was big. Personal growth. Personal growth was the 5th one, which was really important as well. So these were my 5 that I narrowed it down to in going through this exercise.
Totally. So with Arjun's 5, what we did is essentially we say, okay, these are his truths. Like, this is Arjun. When I think of Arjun, I think of one of these 5 things, right? So now we just need to tell that story. So we picked our platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And what we really do is reverse engineer every single truth of what he does. So like family, for instance, like how can we tell that story of you being a family man, right? It's like a photo of you like with your newborn, right? Some Instagram stories of you behind the scenes with like your family. Mortgage, like a ton. Like we do photos and like we do blogs,
educational pieces.
We do infographics, and then obviously a lot more on top of that for the sake of time. But then we just pick the platforms of how we're going to be leveraging the infographics. So LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, like a ton of different ways, right? Like martial arts coaching, like again, reverse engineering, like memes. Like that's why you're seeing like a lot of memes from me, right? From like your coaching, like your personal development. And it all ties into really the strategy. So like in short, it's like finding out what your truths are and reverse engineering it from a content perspective for what makes sense to you.
And one question for you, Austin, to clarify for everyone, because I had the same question, is, does it make a difference which platform you use because, or can I just throw out any content I want on all these platforms?
Yeah, I think, each has their unique differences.
Yep.
Like LinkedIn is social media with a suit and a tie, is what I say it. Like it's becoming more and more of a social media sharing platform. Ever since Microsoft bought it, the engagement is really high, but it's professional. It's more buttoned up. So we might gear more towards like the mortgage content and the personal development content because we know that's going to do a lot better than probably family stuff on LinkedIn.
Right.
Instagram, obviously social sharing. Facebook skewing a little bit older. It's kind of like put whatever out there.
Anything,
is what I'm seeing for the most part. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I know it can be a lot, like very confusing of where you should start when coming up with a content strategy. But this should really help just kind of laser focus who you are, what your brand is, and some content ideas of how you can just reverse engineer your truths and be authentic when you're posting.
Hope you guys found it useful.